The trailer for Venom, Let There Be Carnage was dropped 2 weeks ago, and fans of the 2018 Marvel Universe hit are hyped to say the least. The movie received mixed reviews across the board due to its genuine weirdness, but fans of the comics extended universe love Tom Hardy's performance and willingness to throw himself deep into Eddie Brock's character. Today we got the lowdown on an in-depth breakdown of the new trailer and everything there is to know about it. But before we get started today, remember to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future content. And remember to turn on that notification bell so you can get access straight away to all of our brand new videos. Let's get right in. The sequel to Venom, called Venom, Let There Be Carnage, was announced shortly after the success of the first film. Followers of the franchise let it be known how much they wanted to see more of the relationship between Eddie Brock and Venom and the chaos that follows them both around wherever they go. Naturally, filmmakers realized how much money they can make from this and set about making a follow-up. However, the road to a sequel wasn't always smooth, and the release date got moved a total of 4 times, frustrating Marvel fans around the world, until finally, the first brand new trailer has been dropped. Obviously, if you haven't watched Venom, this video is going to be full to the brim with spoilers, so make sure you watch the movie first. You have been officially warned. We all know the first movie ended with Eddie Brock and Venom agreeing to come to a mutual understanding and find a way to make their symbiotic relationship work. Eddie promised to win his ex-fiance's Anne back, and the unlikely duo set about making their weird friendship work for them. The trailer opens up with a little peek into Eddie and Venom's life of domesticated bliss. It's breakfast time in San Francisco, and the pair are together in the kitchen working on making a meal fit for a king and his symbiote bestie. The breakfast in question is made to the soundtrack of Let's Call the Whole Thing Off, complete with Venom singing along happily in his deep, demonic voice. It's the perfect song choice to describe the pair and their relationship, as the song is about a couple who can't agree on even the simplest of things but love each other anyway. You say either, I say either, you say neither, and I say neither. Either, either, neither, neither. Ugh. The breakfast in question gets dumbed down lovingly in front of Eddie by one of the Venom's wayward tendrils, and it consists of waffles, syrup, sausages, eggs, cereal, strawberries, and beans? We're not entirely sure. But Venom is extremely proud of himself as he squeezes the ketchup bottle all over Eddie's shirt. The rest of Eddie's apartment looks as chaotic as the breakfast plate in front of him as the camera shows their surroundings. There's a mess everywhere, clothes strewn haphazardly all over the place. Not only that, but there are 2 chickens wandering around the place and a notice written on the back of a pizza box saying, "Rules, no eating people," and stuck to the wall. And did we mention live chickens? Getting along well enough to make breakfast together isn't the only way that their relationship dynamic has improved. They also go shopping together, not that they can do anything apart anyway, and have a friendly dynamic with Mrs. Chen, the local shopkeeper. She's even on a first name basis with them, calling out, "Good evening, Venom," and he responds to her by waving a tendril and speaking to her in Chinese. The duo saved Mrs. Chen from being robbed and hurt in the first film, so it's nice for fans to see that this familiarity has turned into a rather sweet relationship. Mrs. Chen even bulk orders chocolate to satiate Venom's cravings, as chocolate is revealed in the early material for the first franchise to have a chemical similar to human brain matter that the symbiote needs to live. This is where the niceness draws to a close, however. Woody Harrelson looks to be delivering a fantastic, eerie performance as a serial killer, Cletus Kasady. Kasady is a serial killer confined to prison, and he communicates with investigative journalist Eddie in letters pretty much exclusively. It's unclear from the trailer why Cletus Kasady trusts Eddie or what the connection he thinks they have, but there's definitely a creepy undertone to his interactions with him. We see Cletus in his prison cell, talking to himself, engraving things on the walls and having violent episodes, punching the concrete walls of his cell and screaming until he's red in the face. The camera flashes to Eddie poring over letters by lamplight. Could he be trying to figure out clues in Cassie's letters to assist the police? It gets worse and it gets weirder by the time Woody Harrelson's voiceover is said and done. We are treated to a scene in the prison where it appears Kasady is going to be executed by the state for his crimes, and he's strapped to a gurney in a glass-walled room surrounded by somber-looking people. The officer in charge injects him with something and he has a violent reaction, a symbiote. Is the prison going to be in on the whole thing? Did someone from the Ock laboratory tamper with the execution drug without the prison being aware? What kind of conspiracy could be unfolding? Who knows? But as grieving families of victims are watching Kasady die, something bizarre happens. He starts to convulse and his eyes turn black, a familiar sight. Carnage is born. As a symbiote similar to Venom is injected into the multiple murderer, and he bursts out of the prison in an explosion of rubble and gore. This is only the beginning of the action, as the incredible fight sequences are going to be all in from here. From what we've seen of Carnage so far, he looks enormous. A huge red colored version of Venom with lots of creepy tendrils and tentacles writhing out from his body, and the familiar toothy grin spread over his face. The red coloring of Carnage shows that the Ock laboratory kept developing the sample of Spider-Man's blood that they used to make Venom in the first place. As Carnage is similar in color and has more legs, like a spider. Director and motion capture legend Andy Serkis had a few words to say about the relationship between the duo. They both had strange upbringings with strange relationships with their parents and their families, and there's an inherent loneliness that they both recognized in each other. Cletus actually reaches out and will only speak to Eddie Brock. That's at the beginning of the story. We learn that he's the only one he'll speak to. And the cops therefore went to Eddie to go in and investigate and try and discover where some of the many bodies of Cletus's victims are. It's clear that this complex relationship is going to unfold more on screen, but there's a decent amount fans can be getting in on with in the trailer to theorize about. We can't wait to find more information and see how the relationship between Eddie and Cletus comes to a head. There's more to this trailer than looking at Venom. Eddie and Cletus, however, as another potentially important character is revealed. Inside the Ravencroft Institute, played by Naomi Harris. Shriek, whose real name is Frances Barrison, is a mutant with powers to manipulate sound and sonic blasts, and she's locked up in the Institute. In the comics, she has previously been portrayed as a love interest for Carnage. In the trailer, we didn't see her interact with him in any way, so we don't know if this love story will continue into the new movie, but she's definitely there, and it looks like she's having a rough time of it. The frustration, anger at being locked away and forbidden from using her powers will no doubt make her a powerful and important adversary. Fans will be excited to find the release date has now been confirmed for the 24th of September of this year. Hopefully it won't be delayed again, as now the trailer has come out of the majority of production, so it should be finished and it will just be tidying and editing left to do. Fans will also get a look at Detective Patrick Milligan, who had his own symbiote arc in the comics. It's still unknown whether he's going to have a similar storyline in this fresh look at the story, but he's definitely here. And the newspaper he's reading gives us a look into the wider universe, as one article in particular mentions the Avengers. A lot of details won't be certain or ironed out as we get closer and more trailers drop, but a decent amount of material was revealed in the 2.5 minute peek we already got. So we just have more to look forward to. Thanks for watching, and as usual, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future content. Make sure you turn on notifications so you get access to our brand new videos straight away.